What's good, YouTube? Before we start off today's video, make sure you guys leave a like on the video. It is a very small thing that you guys can do, but it shows YouTube that you guys actually enjoy my content. That way YouTube pushes my video out to more viewers. And if you guys are new to my channel and you want to see more content like this, make sure you guys go ahead and hit that subscribe button and tap that notification bell right next to it. I am almost at 100 subscribers. I'm literally right there on the doorstep, so your one subscription will help, and I would really appreciate it. I'm not going to waste too much time on an intro. Let's hop right into what you guys came here to see. YouTube, man, what's the deal? It's your boy. Yes, sir, your boy Paulie Clips, your boy Clutch Clips, aka the man of the hour. Now listen, today I'm bringing you guys a very special video. I'm going to talk to you guys on if NBA 2K21 next gen is a buy or not. We spent some time on this topic before in the previous video. If you haven't seen that video, make sure you go check out that video. I will leave a link in the description. But I wanted to make this video because Christmas is coming up and a lot of you guys are getting the next gen consoles, and a lot of you guys are probably stuck between whether you should get NBA 2K21 or whether you should wait, because honestly NBA 2K21 has been dead to start off. Now there's a lot of reasons for that and I'm going to get into that, but I'm pretty sure if you're a fan of basketball, if you follow any NBA 2K YouTubers on Twitter, Instagram, if you watch their videos, or even if you just keep in track with the community, with whatever how you do it, you've been seeing that people have been saying the game is dead. A lot of people haven't been streaming it. The game isn't getting a lot of views, and that could be a bad look. But I wanted to give you guys an in-depth analysis, at least from my opinion, on if the game is worth your buy, if it's worth your money pretty much. So I'm going to be going over a couple things in this video. This is really off the top of my head because I want to get my viewpoint and my opinion about the whole situation. Now, the first thing we're going to talk about is the builds. Now, if you guys have seen any videos, which I'm pretty sure you guys have, the 6'7" power forward is, in my opinion, the best build in the game. Everybody knows that. Everybody asks for demigods. If you remember last year, really between 2K17 and 2K21 current gen, a lot of people were saying that they want demigods back, kind of like during the 2K15 and 2K16 days, where you can make these builds that can do everything. They can play defense, they can dunk on pretty much anybody, they can grab rebounds, they can shoot the three, they can dribble. Those are the builds that people asked for, and those are the builds that they wanted. And if you guys don't play 2K, recently, really between, like I said, 2K17 and 2K21, you didn't have demigod builds. You had role players, players that could do specific roles to help your team. So for example, if you don't know, you can have a playmaking shot creator at the one, and of course the playmaking shot creator is good at dribbling the ball and shooting the ball, but he's not really that good at defense. He's not really that good at rebounding the ball. And then you can have players to complement your playmaking shot creator. So a lot of the builds that you would see a playmaking shot creator. You would see another shooter next to him. So that build would be like a sharpshooter. A sharpshooter is, of course, really good at shooting threes, but he's not good at playmaking or playing defense. And then you will have a lockdown next to him. A lockdown defender is clearly good at playing defense, but they're not really good at shooting the ball, but they have a little bit of dunking ability and they can't really playmake. So 2K over the last 4 years gave us builds that had roles that couldn't do anything, but if you put the roles together correctly, you were able to win games. And a lot of people complained about that. They wanted demigods back, and that's exactly what 2K gave us. And now people are complaining about the demigods. People are literally saying that the 6'7" power forward is the only build in the game that's reasonable to use at the guard position. And now they're complaining because every other position is pointless. If you have a 6'7" power forward who can rebound, play defense, shoot the ball, who can get passing lane steals, why would you make a center Why would you make it point guard when your 6'7" can do everything? You can just run 2 6'7s on the 2v2 court, or you can run 3 6'7s on the 3v3 court. But my whole thing about that is, this is what the 2K community asks for. You guys ask for demigod builds. I don't have a problem with demigod builds. There's other gameplay issues that I really have a problem with besides the build system. Honestly, I like whatever build system 2K goes with. And just remember, it's okay to disagree, but this is my opinion. I'm okay with whatever build system 2K comes out with. If they want to go with demigod builds for everybody's running the same build, that's fine. If you're really an elite player and everyone has the same build as you, if you have an elite build, you should be able to beat whatever team or whatever player that you think that you're better than. Same thing with the role players. If they're giving us specific role players, that's fine. You guys need to come up with the roles that you need your team to play, or whatever person that you're playing with, so that then you guys can win games. You guys can't have it both ways. You can't have role players, and then when you don't like the role players, you can't ask for demigods, but get mad when demigods get put in the game and then they're overpowered. That makes the game too difficult to make, and I don't know why the 2K community is like that. You need to pick one side and you need to stay with it. If you want role players, ask for that. If you want demigods, ask for that. Don't get mad when it gets put in the game, and don't get mad when you have to guard it. It is what it is. Now, I will say for NBA 2K21 next gen specifically, the 6'7" power forward, it is kind of OP, I'll give you that, but it's not game breaking. And if you guys think it's game breaking, make a 6'7". That's all you have to do. If you don't want to make a 6'7", then find a build that you want to play with. You don't have to make a 6'7". Are you going to be at a disadvantage? Yeah, I would say so, but you can still win games if you're a better player. Everyone who runs a 6'7" isn't a good player. So if you have a nice squad and your squad communicates on defense, and you guys are able to make shots and create offense, you don't have to run the 6'7" to win the game. That's my opinion. So with the build system, demigods rule the game, but you can still win games with demigods. So that's my first take on it. Now, the second thing I want to talk about is the rep system. Now, I spoke about this in a previous video, and if you guys, like I said, if you guys watch other 2K YouTubers, you guys probably know about the rep system. The rep system is completely shit. It's completely out of control, and I'm going to tell you why. The first issue is we were so excited to get all these new affiliations. You know, they gave us a city with multiple different parks to play at. You got the Northside Knights, you got the South City Vipers, you got the Beast of the East, and you got the Western Wildcats. But the thing about it is, let's say I'm a Southside Viper. When I play on a Southside Vipers court, they're going to give me full rep. But if I'm a Southside Viper and I want to play on the Western Wildcats or the Beast of the East or the Northside Knights, they're going to give me half rep. The issue with that is most of us play this game to grind rep. And 2K knows that. Most of us play this game for the rep rewards, even though I'm going to get into the rep rewards. But that's why most of us play this game for the rep, for the cred, to show that we have this many games played and we're this rep. That's why we do it. So for you guys to give us less rep for playing at other parks that you guys put in the game for us to enjoy, why would we go to other parks? If I'm playing the game for rep, if I'm a Southside Viper, why would I go to the North? Why would I go to the, what's it called, the Northside Knights when I get less rep there? Why would I spend my time going there? It makes no sense. And I like the other park ideas because I like to play on different sceneries, and I don't want to play at the same boring park every time, because playing at the same boring park can get boring after a while. But if I get less rep, I'm going to stay at my one park every time. I'm going to be there all day because I want the rep. But I don't know why 2K did that. Honestly, you should get the same amount of rep for whatever park that you play. Now, they do have this thing called Invasion Day or Rival Day, where you can go to other rival parks and you can get the same amount of rep or double rep or however they want to do it. But the thing about it is that only happens like every 6 weeks. We haven't even have a Rival Day yet. And the game has been out for going on 6 weeks. I think Rival Day is coming up this weekend. So with that being said, you need to If it's going to be double rep on rival day, that's fine. But when it's not rival day, we need to be getting the same amount of rep. So if you guys have an issue with the rep system, this game probably isn't for you, because you're going to have to stay in your one park to get the same amount of rep, or to get a lot of rep. And if you go to other parks, you probably won't, unless they patch it, you'll only get half rep. Another big issue about the rep rewards is the rec center in the park. Now, if you play the rec center, of course, rec games are longer. Rec games are about 30 to 45 minutes. Park games go anywhere from 2 to about 7 minutes, give or take, right? So, of course, you're going to get more rep playing rec games than park games, but it's way more considerable rep playing rec games than park games. And how do I know this? One, because I see it myself, and two, because other YouTubers who are grinding for rep have literally did the math. They did the math, and it shows that playing one rec game gives you like 2, 3, 4, sometimes even 5, 6, 7 times more rep than playing a couple park games. For example, if I play 10 park games in 2 hours, I'll get the same amount of rep playing one rec game in 30 to 45 minutes. That's why the parks are dead now, because everybody is in rec. And they gave us a patch that said that they fixed it, but you can still kind of see the discrepancy right there. But honestly, I'm just going to be honest, most people are playing rec for the rep. Nobody is going to watch rec games, at least not me. Whenever I'm watching another 2K YouTuber, I'm enjoying their park gameplay. I'm not there to watch them play rec all day. So when they fix the rep system, which I'm pretty sure they will, then the rep will be fine. Now, if you don't care about rep too much, and me, I care about rep, but then again, I don't. I'm really just here to play the game. Then park is still going to be for you. So if rep is the big thing for you, and you don't want to play rec all the time, then this game might not be for you. Now, the next thing I want to touch on is the events. Now, they did add a lot more new events this year, but a lot of the events are pretty much one and the same, and I'm gonna tell you why. Everybody knows what boot camp is, where you go with a 75 overall and you run with other 75 overall, so low overall players pretty much playing boot camp, and you try to win games, you try to win the event. Then they have a 90s event where you go with 90 overall higher players, and then you play with other 90 overall or higher players, and you try to win the event. So it's stuff like that where it's different, but then again, it's the same. So the events are cool. I mean, if you played events in other games, then you're gonna like this game, in my opinion, because they added a lot more events. Granted, a lot of them are one and the same. They're still fun, and they add variety to the game. So if you like events, this might be the game for you. Now, me personally, I've never really been a big fan of events. I'm going to admit that. Whenever I play 2K, I play 2K for the park. Sometimes I play pro-am with my friends. Sometimes I play rec, but I'm not really that much fond of it. I don't enjoy rec. I don't enjoy pro-am. I play park. I don't really care for events like that. I'll play events, but they don't need to be in the game for me to have fun. They just add variety. So what I'm saying is that the events are cool. I don't have a problem with the events. Now, the next topic I want to jump into is the quote-unquote parks being dead. It's a lot of issue with the parks being dead. The first issue is the server. Now, if you don't know, in a specific park server, it can only be 100 people. But the issue with that is the city is huge. The city is huge. We all know this. Even if you don't have the game, you know the city is huge. It's like a GTA style map. So the 100 people that's in the park are not actually playing park. Some of them are in the store. Some of them are just sitting around. Some of them are just riding their skateboard. All of them are not on the courts. With that being said, out of 100 people, it's probably like 45, at the most 60, maybe 70 people on the course. That's not enough people. In the PlayStation 5, they need to add more people. And I'll admit that, but it's not necessarily game breaking. It's irritating to have to run from court to court, but it's not necessarily game breaking. A lot of people are saying the parks are dead. They can't get games. And yes, I'll give them that. That is annoying. It has been times when I played games and I'm literally, after I win a game or if I lose, I literally have to stand around for like 10, 20 minutes waiting to find my next game. That is a time waster because with these new PS5 consoles, we want to spend more time in the game. So if they add more people to the server, then that's fine. That's an easy fix. I don't really have a problem with that. But the big thing that I want to talk about is the gameplay, because the gameplay is really make it or break it, right? Everything else can be irritating. We cannot like other things, but if the gameplay is good, then we'll like the game. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I like the gameplay. This is probably the best gameplay for 2K that I done played since probably like, I want to say 2K16. Because all the other 2Ks between 2K17 was cool too, but from 2K18 to 2K21, the gameplay was just kind of like, it was a lot of BS. It was a lot of BS. 2K18, it was blow-bys and snatchbacks. 19, it was pushy. 20, I didn't really play 20 like that, so I don't even remember what it was for 20. And 21 current gen, it was speed glitching, gameplay breaking, dribbling. People were making a whole bunch of contested shots, a whole bunch of shit like that. But regardless of that, this year, there's really no major game breaking issues. Everybody has complained about the dribbling, but honestly, I don't really too have that much big of a problem with dribbling anymore since I know how to dribble now. And the dribbling, it's not bad. It's just not cheesy anymore. And I think a lot of these people complaining about the dribbling are people who want the cheese. That's fine, but say that. Don't say that you need to add more dribble moves for the dribblers because we have nothing to use. All the dribble moves that you guys have were literally cheesy. The speed boosting, the speed glitching, the momentum behind the back, all that moves was cheesy. They're not realistic. You guys asked for a realistic basketball game, and when they give you guys that, you guys don't like it. You can't have both sides, bro. That's all I'm saying. You can't have both sides. I don't have a problem with the dribbling. If you're a good dribbler this year and you got the right moves, you can still get open. How do I know this? I've seen gameplay. I've seen stage gameplay of the best dribblers who are able to get open. I've seen Steezo able to quote unquote still break the game. I'm able to get open. So with that being said, if you're a good dribbler, if you're a smart player, you're still going to be able to get open. The dribbling isn't really that game breaking. The only thing I can really say that's kind of game breaking is the contact dunks. Now, everybody's heard about the contact dunks, but I'll touch on it again. When the game first came out, the contact dunks were literally ridiculous, bro. I'm talking about you can be in the right defensive position, and if they're anywhere close to the paint with posterizer Hall of Fame, you're getting dunked on. Trust me, bro. This is what I had to tell my friend when he first got the PS5. He like, nobody gonna dunk on me. I'm like, okay. First game, he got dunked on a couple times. And it was funny, but it's not his fault because we're demigods. We don't even have interior defense on our bills. We literally all put offense. Of course we're gonna get dunked on every time. Now, what I will say is that they did add a patch that supposedly quote unquote nerfed the dunks, but the dunks are still ridiculous. They have to nerf the dunks some more. I'm not gonna lie, I use a lot of contact dunks in my gameplay, but the reason why I do this, I know nobody can stop it. So why would I try to create different offense that people can't stop? I'm trying to win games too. I don't like the contact dunks, but if they're in the game, I'm going to use it. And on top of that, they're probably going to nerf the contact dunks some more, bro. Like, come on, they haven't done it yet, and they probably should have already done it, but they're going to do it, bro. Like, come on. So with that being said, besides the contact dunks, and oh, I forgot to touch on this. The fadeaway threes need to be patched. The fadeaway threes are ridiculous. It's 6 threes out here who's literally fading every shot. And if you're right there in your face, it doesn't matter if you have Intimidator Hall of Fame. It doesn't matter if you have a high block. I don't care what none of the developers say. I don't care what no YouTuber says. It's a green every single time. How do I know this? Because I've checked fadeaways. I've checked people who've done fadeaways. It's a green every single time. It's nothing I can do to stop it. With that being said, the fades need to be nerfed. Besides the ridiculous fades, there's not really anything game breaking. There's not as much BS as other 2Ks. I know that sounds crazy to say, but there's really not. This gameplay is actually solid. It's really, really fun. So people complaining about the gameplay, honestly, bro, if they're complaining about the dribbling so much, they're just cheese balls, bro. They're just cheese balls, bro. And they want more cheese in the game so then they can exploit it some more. That's really the main problem. Now, for other things that I want to touch on before I really determine and really tell you guys if this game is a buy or not, I want to say that the developer this year have done a better job at working with the community to try to fix things. Now, there is still issues, like, for example, people are losing their mind players and they're not communicating with the community about that, but they are doing other things right. For example, the contact dunks, when they realized people were complaining with them, they nerfed them. I'm pretty sure they're going to put more people in the park, and the developers are more active and vocal on Twitter and stuff. So the developers are in tune with their community and are trying to make the game as great as possible. Now, I will say the game is very competitive. If you're getting this game just to have fun, you're going to be really frustrated because randoms this year are really, really bad. So if you don't have a squad, I would try to find a squad that you can run with consistently. That way you can run games, because you're going to run into a lot of sweats, bro. It is what it is. This game is sweaty. You're going to run into a lot of sweats, bro. You're just going to run into a lot of sweats. Don't complain. Just make the right build and complete with them sweats. It is what it is. If you're a casual player, this game might not be for you, because the game is sweaty on a year basis. It doesn't matter if you're in the park. It doesn't matter if you're on a 1v1 course on the side. It doesn't matter if you're in a wreck. It doesn't matter if you're in vents. The game is sweaty, bro. Trust me. So try to find a squad. If you're a casual player, this game might not be for you. Now, with all that being said, if 2K can manage to fix the contact dunks, because I really think that's really the only game-breaking issue that we have, this, in my opinion, can compete with some of the best 2Ks of all time. I'm talking about the 2K16s, the 2K15s. Some people say 2K20. Yes, this 2K is up there, bro. I mean, I'm not a sheep. I'm not going to sit here and say that the game is bad just because everybody else is saying it. The reason why nobody's watching the game or the game isn't getting a lot of views, bro, a lot of people don't have the next gen console. I can pretty much guarantee that between 20 to maybe 35% of us have next gen consoles. These consoles are still really, really hard to get. And I can guarantee after the holiday season and when consoles start to become more available in stores, more people are going to watch the game, and the more people playing the game, and your views are going to go back up, bro. So that's not really an issue right there. You guys, the problem with the 2K community is a lot of people listen to these big YouTubers, and when they say something is bad or when they say the game is bad, everyone just goes along with it. But I refuse to be that type of person, because yes, this 2K isn't perfect, and yes, I do get frustrated with some of the gameplay issues, but this isn't the worst 2K ever. Come on, bro. We all had 2K18. That shit wasn't even 3 years ago. We all remember that. So I will just leave it off like this. If you're a casual player and you want to play the game casually, the game has a lot of sweats and you might get really frustrated playing the game. So this game might not be for you. However, if you're a basketball fan and you enjoy fun gameplay, then this 2K is for you. It's not perfect. You're going to run into issues with the game, but it's a fun 2K. The gameplay is fun. If you're a decent player, you can win games. If you have a decent squad, you can have fun. A lot of these gameplay issues, like the amount of people in the park, the contact dunks, those are going to get patched. They might not be patched now. I don't know when they're going to be patched, but they're going to be patched. So with that being said, I think the game is a buy, in my opinion. If I could rate this game, I will rate it probably an 8 out of 10. If they fix the contact dunks, I will probably rate it a 9 out of 10, honestly. But the last thing I want to touch on is, I forgot to mention this, but I'm going to just put it right here. The spawn point. Yeah, the city is huge, and it can kind of be irritating skating from one side of the city to the other. But honestly, it's a way that you can skate faster, bro. Just don't full stroke it. Just half stroke it and your player will run faster. You know what I'm saying? That's one way you can solve it. Once you hit All-Star 2 or All-Star 1, you get to choose the spawn that you want to go to. But the spawns are in specific parts of the city. Now, I wish that you could spawn anywhere, but it is what it is, right? If you like to play at a certain park or you like to be at the wreck a lot, spawn there or spawn closer to there and just ride over. It's not really that big of a deal. So in my opinion, this is a really good 2K. I will rate this 2K right now in December an 8 out of 10. When they fix the contact dunks, this game will be a 9 out of 10, if not a 10 out of 10 from the gameplay wise. And all I'm saying is, don't say the game is trash if you haven't played it. Just wait till you get it and form your own opinion. I love all the 2K content creators. I watch a lot of you guys' videos, but this game isn't as bad as you guys make it seem. Anyways, that was a pretty long video. That was my take on it. If you haven't already, make sure you guys like this video up so then YouTube can push this video out to more viewers. And make sure if you guys are new to my channel and you guys want to see more content like this, make sure you guys leave a like on the video. This will be the last time, I promise you guys, this will be the last time that I make a rant about this video. The game is good. You guys should definitely buy it if you're basketball fans. Thank you guys very much for checking out today's video. I'll see you guys next time.